Cause I perform live now with no tracks. Did you know I can sing? Yes, I can create. And if you try to set to me, I set your ass straight. What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to Junior's World of Soul. I'm so happy y'all checking out this video. I came in with my girls SWV in the house. That song, I love that joint. Coco was going in on her rap. Oh my God, I love it. But this video is going to be about an album review. The last album I reviewed was Vivian Green's Vivid album, and I talked about it and all that. But this video, I want to talk about my girls' SWV album Still. I'm so excited they are back with a new record. They are my favorite female group of all time, actually. I'm going to put it like that because I just adapted to SWV. Even when I was a kid, I adapted to them. It was something about them. They were from New York. Clearly, I'm a New Yorker, as y'all can see. And I adapted to them. They were girls from around the way, and they looked like they were from around the way, but they were good. They were cute girls. So I liked them. I adapted to them. I love, their first album, in my opinion, is a 5-mic classic. And, it was crazy because I did a podcast last night with my brother, Kill, and we did about 90s, the breakup of groups and all that. So in that podcast, when we were talking about SWV, I got so hyped because they're about to come out at the end of the week with Still. So I was like, oh my God. So then today, I heard Snippets, and I was like, I have to do a review on my girls. The girls deserve a review. They deserve so much stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give them a review from a fan. I am a fan. I've been a fan since 1992. I love these girls, and I want to give them their proper review. Now, if you have been under a rock and don't know about SWV, I'm going to give y'all a little medley on to understand why these girls deserve some kind of award, because they got receipts for days and they got hits for days. So we gonna start with this one right here, and it goes like this. Boy, you got me so confused. I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Don't you have no fear? See, I be trying to do Coco's runs when she be doing that on live, and I be trying, but Coco, I ain't even touching you, girl. But next song. You're the one for me. Next. Yeah. Free your thoughts and watch them fly. Actually, that is my favorite SWV song, Use Your Heart, that was produced by the Neptunes. Yes, produced by the Neptunes. And I love it. It's so smooth. It got the smooth vibe. I love it. Next song. Can we get kiki tonight? I got so many things on my mind. I never seen a guy so fine. Next. Someone to satisfy me. I need a love. Oh, someone who's faithful and true. Oh, baby, can it be you? I I need a love. Oh, I used to rock to that. So my mom used to get mad because I used to listen to that. But, okay, next one. Yeah, and then the last one, since we're going to slow it down a little bit, and it's going to... My girls got hits for days, man. We can be here all day. But let's get into the album, man. So when I found out that SWV was actually coming out with an album, and I was like, really? I was like, you know, that's dope. I was like, yes, they're coming out with an album, because I missed us. It didn't get promoted like it should have. And, you know, I was happy that they had the reality show, SWV Reunited on WeTV. I was so mad that it got canceled, but it's all good. It got them some exposure to people that didn't know it. But if you don't know SWV music, something is wrong with you, really, really. But I like the show. It showed them the reasons for their breakup, why a lot of the breakups happened, the communication issues, and it just showed that they wanted I Missed Us to get promoted better than it did, and they were talking to their manager. So you saw a lot of the behind the scenes that you really didn't know, which was great, and I really digged it. So when they did Ain't No Man on the show, and they wanted to take it to Jamaica, and they was having a problem with not learning all the words and all this kind of stuff, and they didn't really do it, and then they ended up having a big old argument with the producers on the record, and it was just, you know, just drama. But, you know, finally, it was, I forgot when it was, after maybe, I think it was maybe September, they put the song out, and I remember Taj was like, this is what y'all wanted, and she gave us the single. And when I heard it, the response was great. Everybody was loving it. So let's give y'all a sample of that Ain't No Man, and it goes like this. I'm a little hoarse, y'all, but it's all good. But y'all know me by now. I still got my drink, so it's all good. But yeah. So when I heard it, I was like, yo, this is great. I love the song. Everything was good about it. Then the video came out, and I said, damn, my girls look good. They look great. I was like, yo, Taj, she looks so pretty, and Lily, that big old butt girl. Woo. And I know you older than me, but. Whew, Lily. But then Coco. Then when I saw Coco, and I told Coco this on Twitter, I said, because she put the what she had on in the video as an Abby on Twitter, and I said, Coco, Mike is a very happy man. No disrespect, but respect to you, Mike, because I was like, wow, and Coco lost all that weight. She looked amazing. My girls looked amazing, and they wasn't trying to be with the in crowd and want to be extra sexy. It was classy, and it looked really good, and I was so happy for my girls for the video. So when you heard the album was supposed to be coming out in January, I was like, yeah, they coming. I'm so happy because they representing for the 90s girls group, because wasn't nobody bringing out anything. So I was like, they coming out. I'm so glad. Let's do this. And then they dropped this, and I said, oh, it's over. It is over. Every day. I was like, oh man, they used the Sweet Love by Anita in there, and then you had the Janet, Funny How Time Flies. I was like, yo, this is a banger. I was like, we need a video, we need something, and I talked about it in my video in my first video that I started doing about songs that needs to get a lot of airplay, that deserves that respect on radio, mainstream radio. And I talked about it. I love the song. I was like, where is this album? So then we found out that February 5th, the album was going to come out, which is actually my mom's birthday. So I was like, I will always remember that date. So I was like, oh, February 5th, still is coming. I'm ready for it. So, you know, one of my Twitter followers, her name is JenJen95 on Twitter, and we are a big, like, 90s group. We talk about them a lot, and we talk about SWV a lot. So I remember when maybe, was it last week, she told me that the snippets are out for the album. And I said, no, it's not. She said, yes, it is. It's out. And she sent me the link. And I said, oh, boy, they already 2 for 2. So I'm like, what SWV gonna do? Because you get kind of worried when I Missed Us was so good, but it wasn't promoted. So you're like, where is SWV gonna come? So let me tell y'all, hearing the snippets, I'm gonna do 3 songs, and I was so excited and happy after hearing these snippets. So I'm gonna give y'all the first one, which is crazy because I skipped it, because on my phone, you know, my iPhone, I wish I would have just extended it bigger, but I didn't, and I actually hit track 4 first. Because I knew Still, and I was like, this is a good way to come in. I was like, okay, I like this snippet. And then the next one was MCE, and I already had it. So I thought I hit On Tonight, but I actually hit Let's Make Music, and this is what I heard. It had that bounce. I was like, oh yeah, I can rock to this. It has the bounce. So I said, okay, SWV. So then I had to go back and hit On Tonight. And this is what, and I think this is actually the next single, if I'm not mistaken. So here's On Tonight. So when I heard that, I was like, okay. I was like, that kind of gave me, actually, it gave me Do Ya, like part 2. I was like, if you haven't brought I Missed Us, if you didn't know about it, Do Ya, it gave me that vibe. It gave me kind of a little bit of disco. I was like, okay. And then Taj was singing lead, and you hear Lily and Coco on the background. I was like, okay, I can dig this. So then it went on, and these songs, and it was like, after the snippets, you couldn't really get into it, but the song that really, really caught my attention was When Love Didn't Hurt. And it's such a soulful record, and it caught my ear, and I just kept playing it and playing it and playing it, and I started forgetting about the other songs, which is bad, but it's so soulful, and I love it. So here it is. Like, it was so when I heard that, I was like, yo, I'm there. So when I found out that SWV was putting their album on Pandora, I was like, oh, okay, I haven't, you know, went into my Pandora account since 2010. So when they said they was putting it on there, I was like, no, I'm not going to listen to it. I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But then everybody was talking about it, how good it was, and I was like, okay, forget it. I'm going to go and listen to the whole album. And I put it on today. And let me tell you, this album is amazing. I haven't stopped listening to it. Just before I started recording this video, I listened to the whole album. I was listening to it at work. I was posting it like it was out on my Instagram, on Twitter. I know people was probably getting sick of it because I was just talking about Still. And actually, Coco retweeted some of my stuff. And Taj liked my stuff on Instagram. It was just like, I'm in love with this album. And so since I listened to the album and I listened to them fully, I got some more favorites. So this one is actually, they used the sample I Missed You by Howard Melvin and the Blue Notes. And one thing about SWV, I like when, like on I Missed Us, when they use Do Ya and they use Rufus and Shaka Khan's Do You Love What You Feel? I was like, and they used it right. And when they use I Missed You, it's so sexy, but it's dope. So here's Miss You. So when I heard that, I'm telling y'all, like, I went crazy after listening to this, but SWV always gives me an anthem. I'm telling you, they give me an anthem. And now their anthem on this album is Leaving You Alone. I love that song. Like, it's very personal because especially after a couple of months, you got to leave people alone. When they are dealing with anything and their own issues, you got to let them go and let them be, and you do you. And this song hit home for me, and it was just like, whoa. I was like, yes, I love this record. So here is Leaving You Alone. So when I heard that, I said, I love it. And then when they ended the album, I forgot what the end of the album, the song was called. I wish, oh God, I wish I can remember what the last song was. But when I listened to the album, the one thing I can say is they brought flavor on this album. They gave me flavor like they did with I Missed Us. But I Missed Us kind of gave me a little bit more of It's About Time. And this album gave me a little more of New Beginning. And actually, as much as I love It's About Time, New Beginning is actually, I like a little better than It's About Time. It's About Time is a classic, and I respect that. But New Beginning, it was a lot of ballads, and it was a lot of slow songs, and we heard a little bit more from leads from Taj, and we heard, you know, some leads from Lily, and it just worked, and I love the record. And this album gave me that kind of vibe. It gave me that 96, 97 vibe that they put on this album, but it's also current, and that everybody can relate to it. And they didn't try to go outside of who they were, who they're not, and try to be with the in crowd. And like, I love how Coco said, she's like, I am 45 and I am fabulous. They not trying to deal with these younger kids. They were doing that when It's About Time. They were with the trends, and they were, you know, wearing what the young kids are wearing. Now they have been in this game for 23 years. They like, we've proven what we've done. And with this album, it's still R&B, and it's still, you know, SWV, but it doesn't sound dated. You know how some albums come out and it sounds a little dated. Like, I love Monica to death, but The New Life, I liked the album, but it was dated, and that's why a lot of people couldn't really get into it, because it sounded too dated. And with this album, it doesn't sound dated at all. Like, the younger generation can definitely feel this record and vibe to it. You got joints that you can vibe in your car. You got the mid-tempos. They got ballads, but a lot of this is more mid-tempos, and I really, really love the record. Only thing I can say is SWV, I am so happy for y'all. I want y'all to win on this record. I think this record is amazing. I'm going to be playing it and playing it and playing it. People probably going to end up unfollowing me on Twitter and Instagram, because I'm going to be promoting you guys like crazy. I already have it on pre-order. I already have it on, you know, I'm going to the record store and buying it. I like it. You guys go out and pre-order it now. Go out on February the 5th and go buy Still. SWV is the only 90s girl group that's bringing out new music, and they are running it for 90s R&B, and I love them. They are my favorite group, but I really want y'all to go out and support Still. Let's support real R&B, y'all, and this album is real R&B, and it still has that current swag to it. So, to end this video, I'm going to play songs that if you have to be an SWV fan to know a lot of these songs. I'm not going to play the hits. Like, I gave y'all the medley in the beginning, but I think ending it, I don't want to play the big old hits. I want to play some album tracks that was hot, but it wasn't singles. So we're going to start with, we're going to go with it this way, and it's going to sound like this. Give it to me, baby, me. Give it to me. Then the next one, if you have to be a big SWV fan to know a lot of these songs.
Give it to me now, come on.
Why can't you see? Baby, feel your mother closer.
Give it to me now, come on.
Hey! You can count on me. Oh, I love that song. I love when Coco gets down at the end. This one, a Brian Morgan track that a lot of people don't talk about, but I love this song. Only one you dream of, that's what I'm here for. Love that joy. And Taj, her interview that she just did, she actually wants to do this song, and I was pretty shocked when she wanted to do it, and I love this record too. And Lily got down at the end, her and Coco at the end. When this feeling comes over me, would you be there? Oh, I love that joint. I'm going to listen to New Beginning right after I do this video. Next, we're going to go with, I talk about this song because I said, you know, I feel like their song on Tonight is like part 2 of this, and I love it, and when I got this album, I was running it in the car, and me and my mom was rocking. Is it better than your new girl? Baby, do ya? So, I'm going to end this song with actually the second song on I Missed Us. And I love it. And we going to go out to it. And it goes like this. So on that note, I'm out, y'all. Taj, Coco, and Lily, I love y'all. I rock with y'all since 1992. I can't wait. I'm going to be destroying this album. Peace, y'all.